You are now going to hear a story read aloud to you. Please listen carefully because you are going to answer some questions at the end of the story. Be sure to do your best. Ruth Wakefield invents the chocolate chip cookie. In the bustling city of Boston in the early 1930s, a woman named Ruth Wakefield and her husband Ken owned a charming little inn known as the Toll House Inn. Nestled in the heart of the city, their inn was famous for its warm hospitality and, most of all, Ruth's exquisite culinary creations. Ruth was a culinary genius. Her reputation as a chef was unparalleled, and people came from far and wide to experience her delicious meals and mouth-watering desserts. One chilly autumn evening, as the wind howled outside and the leaves rustled in the trees, Ruth was in her cozy kitchen, preparing her renowned butter-drop dew cookies. These cookies, as always, were a hit among her guests. But tonight, Ruth felt an irresistible urge to do something different, something extraordinary. She had everything she needed to make her classic butter-drop dew cookies: flour, sugar, butter, everything except for her signature baker's chocolate. She stood there for a moment, the empty wrapper in her hand, contemplating her options. Ruth was known for her culinary excellence, and her guests had come to expect nothing but the best. Ruth surveyed her pantry, and there it was, a bar of semi-sweet chocolate. Without thinking twice, she decided to break the chocolate bar into tiny pieces and add them to her cookie dough. As she stirred the dough, the sweet scent of chocolate filled the kitchen, creating an alluring aroma. She scooped out portions of dough and placed them on the baking sheet, making sure to evenly distribute the chunks of chocolate. Ruth watched as the cookies baked, the chocolate chunks holding their shape and creating pockets of gooey, sweet delight within the cookies. When the cookies came out of the oven, Ruth was eager to taste her dessert. As she bit into one, her taste buds came alive. The combination of the soft, buttery cookie and the pockets of melting chocolate was a revelation. These cookies were unlike anything she had ever created. Ruth's intuition told her that she had stumbled upon something remarkable. Her husband Ken agreed, as did their guests. They couldn't get enough of the sweet, buttery cookies with the pockets of gooey chocolate. The flavor was extraordinary, and the texture was irresistible. One of the guests, a writer, asked her, "Ruth, what do you call these magnificent creations?" Ruth pondered for a moment and replied, "I think I'll call them Toll House Chocolate Crunch Cookies." Word of Ruth's extraordinary cookies quickly spread throughout the city of Boston. People came from all corners of the city and soon, from all over the country, to taste these delectable cookies. They requested the recipe, and Ruth was more than happy to share it. In no time, newspapers and magazines began publishing her recipe. Ruth's Toll House Chocolate Crunch Cookies became a sensation, not just in Boston, but across the United States. And her recipe, now known as Toll House Chocolate Chip Cookies, became a staple in homes and kitchens all over the world. The story of Ruth Wakefield and her spontaneous invention is a testament to the wonders that can emerge from experimentation, and how a simple twist in the kitchen can lead to a delightful and enduring creation, making life a little bit sweeter for everyone.